Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. Today's consciousness, today's consciousness, today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? From the pristine position that we held in today's consciousness, here's a new show just for you every Tuesday called Today's Consciousness. Be there and enjoy all the great special guest stars that will be passing through on a new show called Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Today's Consciousness. Are you ready to address all the things that are going on? And how can we heal today's consciousness? Today's consciousness. Today's consciousness. Right here on KSP TV. Today's consciousness. What happened and how can we change it? It's about guiding people. The only way you can make the world better is if you make the people better. So it's about showing them the light of hope in themselves and their family. Everything in this universe is all about synchronicity.
Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numeration from the king, learn the foundation from the king. Nana Pushe, 1 + 1 is 2. Be precise. 3 + 2 is 5. Guard your mind. Me plus you is mathematician. Learn from the one numerovator. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Me innovation from a king, me foundation from the king. Numbers are simple, no people are complicated. Numerotation from the king, me foundation from the king.
No, it's not about reading, it's about guiding. I don't do readings, I do consultations because you should know yourself. As good as the back of your hand, you should know yourself. I want everyone out there to be clear that this is to serve you like a GPS serves you. Remember, each of us has guaranteed ourselves success. Be that magi family, be that magician, be that numerovational motivated force.
I want to thank Grandmaster and all the Grandmasters, male and female, that are here. And I want to thank you for demonstrating the greatness of your skill.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm confronted by him, the question is, what do I see in him? First of all, I see, if we're taught that when we look at another man or brother or sister, when we look at our alternate's heart, we got to see ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now the question is, what do you see? Do you see yourself or do you see someone capable of destroying you?
To know how to defend the greatest gift that God has given to each of us, and that is the precious gift of life. But you got to put the time in. You got to discipline your body and your mind and take the pain that you must take in order to move to the next level of physical combat. Our example must be so compelling that people want to be what we are. Because what we are is what they are. I'm under orders to take care of this. I'm under orders to treat this right, because this is the real house of God.
That's right.
When you eat properly, think properly and weighed properly, you are absolutely a beautiful human being.
It's the 30th Annual National Training Conference, July 24th through the 27th. The conference will be held at the Tinley Park Convention Center, 18451 Convention Center Drive, Tinley Park, Illinois. Register you and the entire family at thevskjujitsu.com. Don't miss it.
My brothers and sisters, my brothers and sisters, my brothers and sisters, the person that I'm about to bring on, he's been a dear force to me for over 30 years, actually. I joined the nation in 1989, 1990. And every time I see him, I cry because I love him so much. He's my brother. And not only is he's my brother, but his family was my family and still is. Before I bring him on officially, I have to show this particular thing of his brother who used to beat me up in Fort Greene Park back in the day. Is Shion Wayne, the late great Shion Wayne, and his brother Chris, now Professor Chris, doing their thing. Snooker's Root, Jiu-Jitsu. The shorter brother is Wayne. He used to beat me up on the movie sets all the time.
Lock, strike at the same time, pivoting.
Dr. Powell is the one that's speaking.
And wrist throw combination. Same thing we do against.
Now this is Dr. Powell and GM Anthony.
One.
Dr.
Forearm block, pivoting.
Woo!
Push again. 1, 2. Lock.
Without further ado, let me welcome right here on stage for you. He's not new to my channel, but this is officially an interview we did, the first interview by himself that he's been on my channel. Let's welcome on stage on King Simon Presents Only Quality People, the one, the only, GM, the one, the only, Dr. Abdul Azziz Muhammad, formerly known as Anthony, GM Anthony Muhammad. Let's welcome it on stage, our dear brother, man.
My brother, man, you know I love you.
I love you, sir. I love you, sir. I love you. I love you. I love you and your family, brother. Thank you very much for all that you've given me and helped me. And I tell people all the time, man, what you taught us back in, I wasn't never really going for the belts, but Doc, although I never was in Doc's class, he always used to talk to me a lot. Yes. I wrote articles about him, all kinds of stuff, and told him write his book. And, we used to be at your brother's barbershop under the office, just talking at When Worlds Collide. And Doc used to say to me, man, he said, he said, Simon, I cannot tell my stories. Believe me, there's a lot of stories that I can't tell.
No, that's right.
And I said, okay. And I told him, that's what editing is for, sir. We're going to edit. We can edit. Whatever you don't want on there, we can remove it. Believe me. And 30 years as far as doing conferences like that. I think that was 1995, the year that you left New York, right? Around 95.
95.
95
right.
You left when the Million Man March.
That's right.
Happened. Yeah, people all got their Muhammads. Everybody got their Muhammads. All of that was happening around that time. And how have you been? How's the family? How's your beloved wife, children? Everybody, brother. Please.
Everyone's doing fine. They doing their thing. I'm doing great. Of course, life is real, and
yes,
and you have your ups, your downs, but the key is that you keep moving forward.
Yes. That's Sanukis. You keep moving forward.
That's it.
I'm recovering from a throat ailment, but I had to do it now that my voice is much more better, and about 80 to 90%, 89 to 90%. And you know, I used to be an MC and a host and a reggae star. You know me. I used to do all kinds
that. That's right.
yeah, we used to do shows at When Worlds Collide back in the day and all of that, man. Matter of fact, y'all did a seminar at When Worlds Collide, and I got beat up by your brother.
Yes, sir.
As usual. So
Wayne did that.
Wayne did that for real. And you know what's so funny? I dreamt about GM Wayne a couple of times. Big up to his daughter that I spoke to, Latifah, and big up to Latifah and all the rest of the children, Sister Gloria and all the rest of them, man.
Yes.
The late Wayne, man. I dreamt about him, and sure enough, he would beat me up in a dream. All the time. And I think that's why I set up a tire training thing in the back on my trees. I'm in Georgia now. I live in Georgia.
Okay.
I still keep my body conditioned. You know, we still keep slim because not only was the training important, but how to eat to live was so important. Along with the training. And I'm so happy to have you here, Baba. And
man, thank you.
And congratulations on the doctorate, the Dr. Abdul Azziz Muhammad. I know you never even asked for it.
No, sir.
That's not your spirit.
You know that. You know that.
That's not your spirit. You always want to be, and you taught us this back in classes. You always wanted to be just be your brother. You just wanted to be your brother, and that's what I always commend. So if they gave you a Dr. Aziz, they gave you a doctor, you probably deserve it from the people, and they said that was it. You know what I'm saying? how does it feel to be a Dr. Abdul Azziz Muhammad now?
Oh man, I tell you the truth is, when doctor, it was just something given to me. You know, many look at doctor,
yes,
such as my teacher, Dr. Moses Powell, Musa Muhammad. Right. Well, it's not in that way. You know, I don't take the doctorate position as a position of rank. It was an organization that it's actually a military organization that saw in what I've done, and it's a worldwide organization that felt or would they honor others with this type of thing. So it's not a rank, if you will. Right. It is a status, just like someone that's in a college, they can have a doctorate, but they are called a professor.
Yes.
You see, so, but they have their doctorate degree. So they're various things. So just to let everybody know.
That's good. First of all, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
I'm sorry. You always got to give the blessings and the greetings. I was so excited.
We just in there. We just get started, man. It's my brother.
And it's so imperative that 30 years of putting on conferences and seminars. This is 30 years that I've been a promoter. I've been promoting before that, but officially when I joined SOBs and all that, while I was in the temple and all that, in the mosque and all that stuff, and then and officially probably became inactive around 96, 97. But I used to get the brothers to hire them to do the clubs with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And the major festivals. I remember me and Osei was on the stage, Osoke Osei on the stage, and we had to take a guy down and take him off the stage. Very, very cordial and respectful. Because it was a major reggae concert, and that all that information and talent and that gift, you gave it to us, and you taught us the proper handling of the people, like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad taught you. And taught the FOI, the NOI, and all of that, especially at X-Men Security. You gave it to us purely.
Yes, sir.
And again, I never went for belts, but y'all taught us to get home safely. Every time.
That's right.
Wasn't about belts for me, but but I remember Doc telling us to master the basics. I always used to tell him, ask him, I said, Doc, I'm always on these stages. I'm always at these reggae concerts, and boom, I've had to protect myself from a few of these places. And I know that, because I didn't drink and I didn't smoke. But, today's topic, bro, is from our creed, a man or woman. What is the meaning, as you can see on on my flyer, I made sure I put it on the flyer so people can see what does it mean to be a man or woman of the martial arts, because that's a part of our creed. And our creed is, as we walk in peace, and fear will not prevail. We are not the aggressors, but if we are attacked, we fight with those who fight with us. And if we must fight, we fight to the death. That was our original creed.
That's right. That's it.
Then we went on, because I know they changed it up for children and young people, and I got that. That's cool. But I know that's like a prayer for me. And then it goes on. A man or woman of martial arts is a man or woman who thinks at all times, who possesses speed, form, technique, power, gracefulness, humility, and sincerity. That they move with the roar of thunder and strike at the speed of lightning. And that's what a man and woman or woman of the martial arts is. And I've known that for years, and I go out in prayer with that, like a prayer.
Yes.
To remind myself that I got to be always vigilant and always alert on what's going on around me, whether I'm hosting a festival, whether I'm on Stone Mountain, whether I'm watching my back at a festival, because sometimes I'm selling my wares and all that stuff. You still got to watch our back. Like it's okay, Little John used to say, watch your back. Every time he got off beating us up, it was watch our back. From your perspective, that first part of it, as a man, as we walk in peace, and fear will not prevail. Explain that for the people who don't understand that portion of it first, and then we're going to go through it all. Absolutely.
Yes. Absolutely. So when we are mentioning, as we walk in peace, because that is our nature.
Right.
We walk in the nature of peace.
Yes.
But as you walk in peace, it doesn't mean that peace is all around you.
Yes.
So inside is peace. As we walk in peace, and fear will not prevail. It will not take over. It will not take precedence. It doesn't matter what comes at us. It is not going to take the lead in my heart, my mind, or my eye.
That's right.
So, as we walk in peace, and fear will not prevail. We are not the aggressors. So we're all of this first part is making sure that we understand the kind of person that we are supposed to be. So we say this to the students. We make the students to say this constantly, and fear will not prevail. We're not the aggressors. But if we are attacked, okay, now here, this is the other side.
That point.
This is the other side of the coin here. See, because if we are attacked, see, now you are not going to face what you believe you are going to fight, because you saw that. You saw peace. You saw a humbleness and all of that. But that's not who you're going to combat against if you disturb our peace. So now if we fight, we fight to the death. So the death, and I tell my students and others that the death doesn't mean your own first.
That's right.
We fight to the death, and that could mean yours. The individual who is attacking you, who's troubling you, we'll fight to their death is first.
Yes.
But we will go as far as our own if we must.
Man, let me give that a well-deserved round of applause, sir. That was official tissue, brother. Official tissue. Because I think, there should be a book written on that, to tell you the truth. A whole book.
Yes.
You should write it, or somebody should write it. Somebody did it with it, because this has been a creed for most of my life, for 30 years, approximately 30 or more years of my life. That I committed it to memory for a reason.
Yes.
And then the other part is, of course, a man or woman of martial arts, and is a man or woman who thinks at all times. Bro.
Come on.
Please. And I know we have to be in the nation and in any organization. You got to be thinking men and women.
That's right. That's
in
right.
order for you to survive in a world that can be unrighteous.
Unrighteous. That's right.
And unruly.
That's right.
And undisciplined.
That's right.
Even when we're walking, like, like the prayer from the scriptures talk about, although we walk in the valley, the shadow of death, we fear no evil.
That's right.
That's what that reminds me of. That's what that creed reminds me of.
Yes.
Like that.
Yes.
So from your perspective, that second part, man or woman of martial arts, the man or woman who thinks at all times. And please explain that to those who may not understand, because some people out there are not thinking sometimes, sir.
No, and that's it. See, because you have to consider the enemy, or the one who is looking to attack.
Yes.
And what does that mean? What is his mindset? Yes. The one who wants to attack, he wants to catch you off guard.
Yes.
He wants to catch you sleeping. Yes. He wants to catch you by surprise. That's really, you don't find many people that's just looking to battle you if they know that you have that you are battle ready.
Right.
So a man or woman of martial arts is a man or woman who thinks at all times. Okay. So, yes. but the first part is, what is a man or woman of martial arts? That is the key and core here. A man or woman of martial arts is not a man or woman who knows how to fight in a tournament.
Right. That part.
No, it's got to be knowing how to defend your life, and you got to know how to take another.
Yes.
Now, of course, I'm not.
Of course not.
I'm not promoting
advocating it. Right. Exactly.
Advocating someone you taking someone's life, but I am if they're trying to take yours.
Exactly.
I'm advocating that if they are trying to take yours, because the law of use of force.
Yes.
There's a law, use of force. If you do this, I can do this.
Right.
So if someone is picking up something or attempting to do harm to you, you have the ability to give harm back, but it's just based on what level.
Right.
But we are fighting someone's intent, and the intent of the individual is what you're fighting. And a law in science is a thing in motion. An object in motion tends to stay in motion unless it's acted on by an equal or greater force.
Yes.
So if somebody's coming to hurt you, you can't be in the kind of mindset.
That's right.
That you're going to do less and thinking that you're going to be able to get more. Come on, brother. So you have to, the martial arts mindset is what you should have.
Yes.
And that's the first part. So the question, what is a man or woman of martial arts? Is a man or woman who thinks at all times.
That's right.
He thinks. She thinks at all times.
That's
so
right.
You're not going to catch me sleeping.
Right.
Because as I'm moving, I'm looking, I'm observing, so that if somebody is looking, then you can see somebody else. If you're looking and they're looking, you'll be able to catch them.
Is that your sister, Michelle Richards? No.
That's absolutely
Michelle. What's up? Oh my
baby girl there.
I miss my sister, man.
I love her too.
I love my sister, man. Oh my gosh. She always came with a vibrant smile. And you know what I love is that you taught all the women in your family, not just the boys, all the women that was open to it. Let's put it like that.
Yes. Yes.
Martial arts. She said, yes, sir. Yes. Love you, Michelle. Long time no see, girl.
She knows that when she was a little girl. I mean, and I'm not that much older than her, but I am. but I used to have them and get them like I would have them on the bed.
Yeah.
And how I taught them to fall is that, and they didn't want to.
Yes, of course not.
And I say, I'll let you go if you do this right. And I would throw them.
Right.
On the bed to see if they would just put the hand out the way it needs to go and slap out on the bed and all of that. So yeah, we that's Shelley there.
Yeah, Michelle, man. She always looked like she looks exactly like your mother, the late great.
Yes, she does.
Who always used to talk to me and confide and talk to me, man. And
yes,
I miss your mom, man. She was such a great person.
Oh man,
great.
Absolutely. I mean, my mom was so much better than me. Yeah. I mean, when I say that, I'm not just saying it, Right. She was strong. When it came to sharing the word with our people, yes, my mother would let no one go by. I mean, she would do it, and I would be like, I'm young, and I would be like, come on, but she always was ready to give and talk to someone and help someone. She was just that kind of sister. And I didn't realize how much, of this fighting I had gotten from her. Right. But I later in years, my mother wasn't the one that would be coming to all of my events. I mean, I didn't have really anybody coming to my events like that. Right. But when I had invited her to teach her, because I wanted to teach her, and my mother, oh my God, she was just so vicious. I can't teach you. You're gonna hurt somebody. But no, it was.
See, and when Worlds Collide, she just used to come and just greet us and tell us, and talk to us about Islam, and it was just that type of human being that that I really miss that type of energy, and to see her. As when I come on Flatbush and come there and, we train, we coming to get a check or whatever we was doing, or getting my hair cut with your brother, whatever was doing, man, it was such a beautiful family orientated business.
That's right now.
The world, When Worlds Collide dojo. Yes. 30 years now, brother, as far as doing conferences. But how long, let the audience know how long you've been in the martial arts, brother, please.
Well, I've been in martial arts since I was 9 years old, and I'll be at my event in a couple of weeks. I'll be 67.
Yes. Congratulations, 67. I'm gonna be 58, 59 on February 1st. I'm 58 now. I got the magazine. I got the magazine, brother. Yes, When I see the teachers from the dojo that I was on, I get these magazines, man. I got them.
Thank you.
I'm so proud, because sometimes we're not featured on the black belt. Doc was. Let's not, forget Doc was on the black belt back in the day. But I don't think you made it to black belt yet. Did you make it to black belt?
No,
yet?
Sir. No, sir.
This is our black belt. Big up to Master Graham, man, for Nathan. This is our black belt, and and of course, whatever Master Ron Van Cleef put out back in the day, he put you in there, and it's good to see you and sisters like Professor Zahalia and Rami and a lot of Hassan, Khalid, Soke. It's just good to see your superheroes from the past. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all was my superheroes. Doc was one of my superheroes from Bruce Lee and Jim Kelly, but Doc and Master Duncan was my superhero, man, as a child. And I was introduced to Doc from my cousin when he came to Jamaica. They took a picture of it was Doc and Master Duncan in the picture. I can't find this picture to this day. I don't know.
Getting ready to say, where's that picture? Man?
I can find that picture, man. My cousin, he probably have it, but he going through his own, life and his own life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he got that. But back in those days, the racism was thick.
Oh yeah.
But the training was different than it is now.
Yes, sir.
Because now we're training an hour and a half, probably 2 hours. But back in the day, we was 3-4 hours sweating.
You could be up in there. That's
6 hours sometimes. I remember just what, so even Soke Little John coming in to visit, when you wasn't there, was beating our ass. He was doing what he had to do. Beating our ass. And until we in a horse stand getting beat with the bamboo stick. And we getting whooped, and throwing it, and we running over each other's stomach and dropping down, hitting, and we doing 100 kicks and 100 things and we like, yo, we ain't finished yet. It has changed. We know it has changed, brother. And
yeah,
I still love that we got those. Big up to Professor James in the building. Okay, Mr. Sims in the building. Muhammad, what's up, baby?
All right.
Sister Joy in the building. What up, Joy? To the world. What up, Joy? Family here. Oh, Lord. And Mr. Kapoorki's in the building. Oh, my gosh. Woo! Man, brother, I'm telling you, man, what you think about today's training and all these years that you've been doing it since you was young? What do you think about today's training? Not with just your dojo, but overall, because I know it doesn't look the same to me as far as back in the day. You know what I'm saying?
No, it really isn't. It's not the same because the mindset, is different. So it has produced a different people. The attitude is different. And then when coming up out of New York, yes, and Brooklyn in particular,
yes,
it wasn't a soft place.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it wasn't soft, and because of that, you really had to, what you did had to be real to whatever degree real was for you.
That's right.
I'm just thankful that my entry was with Dr. Moses Powell, because he was the realist. Like when you say he's a hero, see, he's a hero's hero.
Hero.
You know what I'm saying? The heroes see him as a hero.
Right.
So it's just he was incredible, and I'm just thankful to have been with him, and of course thankful to have been and is with Soke, Little John, and and the men that I've been around were not not punks, and not to say that others are punks. Let me say it like this:
yeah, true.
They were hardcore.
Yes,
hardcore persons that didn't learn from a seminar.
That's right.
They learned from, that tearing up that you was talking about earlier.
Yes.
That's how you learned. And it was a blessing. I'm happy. I know now though, that when I was a child, I didn't realize that I was being abused. Right. It would have been considered child abuse, but
exactly.
That's how we came up.
I gotta say, shout out to your beautiful wife, Judith Aziza now, Muhammad.
Yes.
She's in the building. Assalamu alaikum, my beloved sister. I hope I'm with you, my sister. Like I said, I used to go to school with her sister back in the day. So
yes.
We went to junior high school, 117 Academy back in
was it Denies?
Yes, that Denies. When we was in junior high school, like, we used to have fun and laugh. We used to tell jokes in that class, man. So when I go back, I just always remembered her smile,
Yes. She always had a beautiful smile.
Eternal peace. May she rest in peace. I know she had passed on, my sister, man. And I'm so and we went to that school, man, and I didn't even know that family. That was her backing family, you and everybody else. I didn't know that, but I was always respectful to that. I was always respectful to her because I just loved her smile, and I smiled a lot. So we just was a bunch of smiling people in school. You know what I'm saying? So. But this love fest. This is a love fest family. Y'all don't really know. This is really love fest. I see them, or I see their children, or see any one of them. Believe me, it's all love. I see Joy in the building. Big up to your daughter, Joy, in the building. When she was little, she used to be there around. And I was just looking at a young man who practiced VSK.
Yes.
And he was leaping over chairs. And I remember leaping over chairs, but watching your little Anthony and all of them leap over chairs. Bam, Dr. Valentine's son leaping over chairs, and all these children leaping over. I leaped over chairs if I had to. I wasn't leaping over like 5 of them like they were doing, but I was leaping over at least 2 or 3 of chairs. And we got thrown off the stage and all kinds of stuff. Yo, oh my goodness, man. And I have to say, you know, I remember we going to the Masters of the Martial Arts, Wesley Snipes thing.
Yes.
And you know, a lot of the masters came on with canes and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, is this the future? I was like, wait a minute. You know, what's going on with the Chinese arts and our black martial artists? We going on with canes and stuff. You know, and that was the last time I seen the great Thomas LaPuppet, Cofield. All of us were sitting next to each other. And I was with the team here, Sanuka's family.
Yes.
I you know, what do you think about the health and the bodily health of our practitioners? Because again, a lot of people had hip transplants and knee transplants. How can we avoid that in the new generation of martial arts, brother?
Well, you know, that's a a wonderful question, because we really do need to do better. See, we were very strong workers in this here. We had no problem in the work of it, in the battle of it. We were real warriors of that.
Yes.
See, but what we did not have a great deal of was how to, it's the health side. So you got the one side is the warrior, but then there's the healing.
Yes.
So that is an area that it really shouldn't be the next level.
Right.
It should be a combined level of activity. So that is very much, you know, something that we must do in this time period.
Right.
You know, see now it's not so much the warrior spirit. You know, the spirit is present. We have to just make sure that we have the reality. The reality has to be present. And then we have to make sure that our health is equivalent to the mastery of our actions.
Right. Because I think we was doing a lot of yang art and not a lot of internal yin art. You know, that's why I love that clip that you have of you doing Tai Chi with the other master and getting it in, feeling it, getting the energy in with the brother. And I was like, okay. I said, yes, that's necessary. And I know, you know, after all of those throws from, and I remember Doc said, man, he said it one time, stop throwing these guys on concrete. You know, them hard floors, it did injure a lot of us and all that, a lot of brothers at that time. And, you know, some of us made it out, some of us didn't, some of us had very severe injury. And not for nobody to be afraid of the martial arts. It's just that they understood that we would get attacked on the streets.
That's right.
And you had to be able to deal, because to this day, I can still roll out on concrete or grass or whatever.
That's right.
And roll out and be well when I get up. But we understood that it was battle tested, especially in the streets of New York, Brooklyn, Bronx, Queens, Staten Island, all of them.
That's
you know,
right.
And being in Muslim communities wasn't an easy thing because some people didn't like us, especially after the whole Malcolm X thing and all of that. And I've been in a few Muslim communities. I've been in the Ansar. Then I was in the 5%. Then I joined the Ansar. Then I joined the Nation. Then I married to somebody. Got married to somebody under Imam Siraj. So there was always that. What I got, you know, had to go into the martial arts even in those different schools.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very important what you offered, what you learned, what Doc offered. What can't forget Professor V. We can't
no
Grandmaster V. No, never at all. Of course, okay, Little John. You're and again, family. Hold on. Let me just. It's now 33 minutes after the hour. Please support the big event that they got coming up, man. Oh man, and let me just play this real quick, if you don't mind, Doc. If you don't mind, calling you Doc. This is interesting. I like that.
I know.
Here it goes. Let me play it. Hold on 1 second, family. Here we go.
Master Anthony Muhammad, I wanted to make sure that I invite you again and let you know so many people are logging in. They're joining. Do not get left out. We have something for you, something for your wife, something for your children. We have it, and it's all going to be in Tinley Park at the Tinley Park Convention Center this year in Chicago. We have youth. We have babies that need childcare, but we're going to provide them with childcare. And then we have the 8 to 12-year-olds. They have a conference by themselves. We have the 13 and up. And listen, vending also. If you want to have an experience and make some money, you need to go to vending on www.the, that's THEVSK, Jiu-Jitsu, that's JIUJITSU.com. So come on in. We only have a limited number of spaces for you. So first come, first serve. All right, I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And it's not just about this, but we're going to definitely have it. I got masters coming up from all around the country and outside of the country. We have instructors and presenters that are going to be presenting the spiritual, the physical, and the mental. So it's all here. Come on, let's get it done.
Conference will be held at the Tinley Park Convention Center, 18451 Convention Center Drive, Tinley Park, Illinois. Register you and the entire family at the VSKJujitsu.com. Don't miss it.
It looks like it's gonna be fire, man. Thank you. Oh my goodness, people, please! If the link is pinned to the top of the chat right now, if you want to go, you're going to be in the Chicago area. If you're not in Chicago, if you can fly out and be there, it's pinned to the top of this chat right now for info and tickets to the 30th Annual International Training Conference 2025. The website www.thevskjujitsu.com. Believe me, support. You're going to learn a lot from all the various grandmasters, male and female and children.
That's
Believe
right.
me, because he got some fighters and children too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to even miss that. And to see the young soldiers, the young girls and boys do their thing on the dance floor of dojos. The dance floor of the dojo. It's a dance floor.
There you go.
Not the real thing, attack on the streets. So we doing a dance over there. But when you get on the street, it will be useful. I can't tell y'all how much it has saved me in the clubs of New York, saved me on the streets of Canada when I was going to do reggae shows out there, in the streets of Jamaica when I was doing shows out there back in the day. I went up to number 5 on the reggae chart while I was over around in the dojo. So I know how important it is, because you never know when the attack is going to happen, but it's always good to be a thinking soldier. So maybe you could talk your way out of it, because sometimes we get into this art, we don't want to fight, but we do know we got to get home safely and protect.
That's right. That's right.
That's what I learned from Sanuka's Root Jiu-Jitsu and Kumite and V-Jitsu and all of the great ones that we've got touched by in any way. So getting back to it again, family, support. It's pinned to the top. Just press that link, press that button, press that website, and let them know that you're gonna be in the building and have a good time. Now, again, the phone lines is wide open too. If you want to get on the phone and talk to GM, you're more than welcome to get on the phone and talk to GM. Also, 718-210-8853. That's 718-210-8853. I'm also going to bring up one of your assistants, Brother Calvin. I'm going to bring him on to explain more of the details in the next few minutes, so he can be right here with us. But anybody who wants to talk to GM Anthony is more than welcome to do so. This is a call-in show. This is a call-in response. 718-210-8853. That's 718-210-8853. Getting back to the point. Is the minister going to be there for this one? Because I know he's usually there. He's usually popping up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll say this. I'll say that.
Yes, sir.
The minister has been at all of them.
Yes.
The only one that I know that I can remember that the minister did not make it to is because he was coming in from out of the country, and there was a flight issue, and he was troubled that he couldn't make it.
Wow.
And as great as the minister is, he is so humble. And he said later he was sending his apology to me for not being present. I'm like, brother minister, this is all because of you. So if he was there or not, we're appreciative of him and whatnot. So yeah. So in terms of whether he's going to be there, I haven't gotten
The word, yeah.
A word that he's going to be there. I'll just say this.
Yes, sir.
I had gotten, I was questioned about when the event was, and from someone very close to the minister.
Of course.
And when is it going to be? So, well, if the assistant to the minister or the minister's secretary asks the question, I gotta say, well, I pray that he's gonna be present, but that question makes me think something.
Yeah, I know.
I'll just say that.
Yeah, I understand. I understand. So, expect the unexpected, like Bruce Lee. That's
always.
Expect the unexpected. Somebody's on the phone line. Welcome to King Simon Presents. Who am I speaking with?
I'm speaking with Janine.
Hey, Janine, how you doing? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
How can I help you? What questions do you have for our GM?
I'm 52 years old.
Yes.
And I've always wanted to learn martial arts. Am I too old at this age?
Oh, absolutely not.
Absolutely.
I want to say this. This is something I've been, recently saying.
You hear him? Hold on one second, GM. Can you hear him?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, great. Well, I want to say this to you. It is a must that you begin now, because, they say a chain is as strong as its weakest link.
Yes.
Now, so when I'm talking to someone who has some age now, as I said, I'll be 67. You might as well say I'm already 67.
You don't even look it, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So in that, it's so necessary for you, because those who are attacking us are not attacking persons who are equivalent to them.
Right.
They're looking for weakness. So if you do not, and I'm talking about really, you're not even old, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Clearly, you're a young person, that 50. No, you should absolutely get started. So no, you're not. But I'm talking to the 70s and the 80s, and even older. If you have the ability to learn how to do something to defend your life, it is so important, because you will become, while they're trying to surprise you, shock you, and get you off guard, they will be gotten off guard, because they're going to believe that you are easy picking.
Yes.
So no, you must, because whether it is just a grab and a gouge to the eye.
Yes.
Well, there's just so many things that you don't have to be able to do backflips.
That's right.
No.
My sister,
I would say,
did you get that, Sister Janine? I'm sorry.
Yes, I did. Because I was listening earlier, and I heard you all say people flying or jumping over chairs.
That's when we was younger, sis. That was when we. Go ahead.
Right. No. No.
I live in Crown Point, Indiana. I'm originally from Chicago. So if I attend the event in Tinley Park, would I be able to sign up with someone there for classes?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, where are you? In what?
Indiana, she said.
In Indiana. I mean, so
Crown Point.
Crown Point.
Okay, so you're
Tinley Park.
Oh,
Okay.
please. So yes, you're able to, and I want you to get in touch with me directly, and I'll take care of you.
Okay. What number you want to give out? You got an office number, sir?
Yes, 773 769
769
7017.
7017. Okay, you got that, sister?
I'm sorry, sir. One more time.
773-769-7017, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah, that is 773-769-7017. It's an office number, right? Correct, Jim?
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure
it is definitely. It is. Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna put it on the screen. There's his office number. Okay,
It's right there.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, sister. Thank you for calling in, my beautiful sister.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum. Mm-hmm.
Walaikum assalam.
Yes. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. See, that's what I'm talking about. Yes, man. Train anytime, man. Any age, man. Even
That's
if you
right.
do Tai Chi, you know, learn something slow
That's
and
right.
then speed it up, you know, whatever, you know. But
Yeah.
you know, I'm so proud that, you know, people are still inquiring about the martial arts. Yes, I know we talked about flying over chairs and all that. Believe me, we were in our 20s then, you know what I'm saying? We was 20s. You know, I was let me say, from a Bruce Lee movie back in the day, we went outside and did all kind of craziness. So it is what it is. I told people that I was telling Master Mahalia the other day, I said, you know, we was practicing 52 blocks just because we heard about the jailhouse rock. We was practicing all of it. From a child, I was doing that stuff. So just knowing that in Fort Greene, Brooklyn, when I was living out there or living in Clinton Hills and over there at the Atlantic Terminals, your brother used to take us up to Fort Greene Park and beat us up on the hill there. You remember that? You know,
Yes,
he used to take us up there and train us back in the day.
That's right.
Late great Wayne, Shion Wayne, man, used to beat us up all the time, even on Spike Lee's movie set, whooping our ass, doing the breaks. Oh, you on lunch, brother? Come on over here. We had to be tight around Spike. So
That's
I got
right.
it.
That's right.
That was the truth. So big up to he would definitely been a GM by now.
Oh yeah.
He was Shion then, right? He was Shion then.
Absolutely, way back.
Yeah. So you know, Wayne and what I loved about GM Shion Wayne is that he used to do security for a lot of my parties and events, and people would underestimate him.
Yes, sir.
I would tell you, don't do that. I would always tell these niggas, I tell these little Negroes out there, I said, don't do that. Do not do that, you know, because Wayne was like Seymour in that movie, Little Seymour. You know, don't even think that just because you got Big Seymour around you, Little Seymour ain't gonna do the work. And Wayne will put people down 6 feet tall down to his side. Like, what?
And I've seen them.
Me too.
That's right. That's right.
So he made us short dudes feel proud. You know? He made us, I'm 5'5", 5'6". He made me feel proud to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So and I encourage people, and I see Brother Calvin. I'm gonna bring him on because he's there in the background. I see my brother. I want him to talk more about the event.
Yes.
Yes. Assalamu alaikum, Brother Calvin.
Wa alaikum salam, sir. How you doing?
Us. Welcome. So it's all this fan, you know, all this love fest we doing, brother. I know you gotta take care of the business. Talk about the event that's coming up at the end of July, right around his birthday. Because your birthday is July 26th, correct?
That's right.
Right. I remember your birthday. You know, I'm the numbers man when it comes to birthday. I think your wife's birthday is December 11th.
There you go.
Okay, yes. My head is
come on, man. Come on.
Mathematics is Islam, sir. Stop playing.
Is Islam. That's right.
So, Brother Calvin, talk about what's going to happen at this beautiful, monumental 30th anniversary that he's having of the International Training Conference. Come on, talk about it, my brother.
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you for having us on the show. And I've really been enjoying this time, man. I'm telling you, this has been beautiful. It has been a love fest, man. I'm just smiling ear to ear. So, you know, 3 decades ago, as you know, our brother, Dr. Abdul Azziz Muhammad, was brought in from New York to Chicago by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan, where he was given the insight and the inspiration to become the national trainer of the Nation of Islam. Yes. And from those humble beginnings in a school classroom and in the Pioneer Building on the South Side, where we had a handful of people over the past 30 years, he has literally trained, of course, with the collaboration, of course, with our student supreme captain as well, thousands of people. And the little small seminar that started is now a full-blown conference that will be taking place this year in Tinley Park, right outside of Chicago, Illinois. Wow. And what you can look forward to because I know people here, they're thinking martial arts and they're listening to all the fun you all used to have, and they're thinking, man, I got to get my Ben Gay and Tiger
Tiger Bomb. I forgot to mention that, sir. I forgot to mention it.
But this is probably, number one, the most affordable and the most comprehensive martial arts conference really anywhere in the Western Hemisphere that it has grown into. And so what I mean by comprehensive, not only are you learning techniques to help yourself, not only are we, when we first started, we were just men. Now he has an entire youth division that is learning and growing in all types of subjects to help our youth along with the self-defense. Of course, there's a women's portion that he's making sure. I asked him once when he was coming to Kansas City, where I am, I said, do you want to do something for the sisters as well? He was almost insulted. He said, man, I'm always going to look out for the sisters. So we have a portion there for the sisters. We have, of course, a banquet that's taking place that Saturday so that we can celebrate together. But some of the workshops that we're going to be having, of course, we know we have the self-defense. But I don't know if many people know that what he's done is assembled a bunch of subject matter experts. So you'll have first responders there that are teaching on critical situations that are occurring, active shooter drills. We're talking about mental health. And, because there's a lot of trauma that our people go through with it all across the country. So we'll have those mental health panelists. We'll have those active shooter panelists. We'll have those first responder panelists that literally in the past have saved lives. He's going to have us preparation and workshops on disaster preparedness. I'm not sure if anybody has seen what happened in Texas. And of course, I live in Tornado Alley in Kansas City, Missouri. But how do you prepare for these things, not if they happen, but when they happen? Yeah. So we're going to have workshops dedicated to that. We're going to have security workshops. Not only security workshops from just dignitary protection, but one of the things that we've been trained all over the years is not only are the speakers dignitary, but we have dignitaries in your family. That's your wife, your children, your husband. You are a dignitary. So he teaches how to protect our family as dignitaries, and we have subject matter experts to help do that. We have subjects going from dignitary protection. We have subjects going from how to protect the houses of worship that you see. Black churches, mosques, synagogues, everywhere is being attacked because of the time that we're living in. So we'll have subjects that will, and workshops interactively that will cover those things. We're going to go on and on and on. And I talked about the youth, but I always got to bring it back because they are forced to be reckoned with the subjects that our youth are getting on how to prepare for college mentally and spiritually, on how to develop their finances, on how to choose good mates. I'm telling you, this is the most comprehensive training workshop, all given to survival. And did I mention it is the most affordable workshop and seminar and training conference of its kind that has ever been established. So if I was anybody that's contemplating, as you said, not only in Chicago, but we have people coming from all over the world to be a part of the National Training Conference that's taking place July 24th through the 27th. You have the link pinned at www.thevskjujitsu.com where you can register today because there's some whispers, Doc. I watch the numbers and I'm getting a little concerned that we may be facing a capacity issue. So you want to go ahead and get registered now.
Man, Brother Calvin, that you should have been on the stage with me back in the day. When you MC that. That's all we wanted. I was on Madison Square Garden stage and doing the same thing you doing. Run it all down, brother. That's what I'm talking about. And big up to Brother Chris. Professor Chris is in the building. Big up to Professor Chris, your brother. Good. Big up to Chris. Oh, my brother. And
it's Chief Professor Chris now.
That's right. It's Chief Professor. My goodness. And there's only a few Chief Professors out there.
That's right.
I know Dominique, Chief Professor Dominique.
Yes.
Professor Bill. Big up to Chief Professor Shem. I gotta give him some respect. Shem used to get hurt on them tapes. Everybody was getting hurt. Big up to Brother Shabazz, who I spoke to the other day. He's saluting you and your wife. He's
awesome.
a long conversation because we all go back. And you know who we usually run into at Brother Shabazz? Professor Oliver and Diane, of course. We always, them in school, man. That's family,
That's right, Mr. Family.
Again, family, this is not the event you want to miss. My voice was gone. That's why I couldn't bring them on the 3rd, but my voice is back now. Y'all playing
games. Sir. Yes, sir.
It's back, and it's black, and it's ready to go, just like that. So we're going to keep it moving. And Brother Calvin gave us, and please, the number, call the number 773-769-7017. That's 773-769-7017. That's 773-769-7017. Remember, you can vend at this event. Vend your wares, your holistic wares. They're doing disaster. Is Brother Rudolph going to be there? Disaster preparedness? Are you bringing?
Oh, well, I believe. Well, he has been. I mean, so
yeah, I know that's our brother, man.
I'm expecting him. I'm absolutely expecting him.
I used to teach it with him. Me and him go back 30 years teaching disaster preparedness and awareness back in the day. So wow, I mean, that's going to be a powerful, because we got to recognize the time that we are in and how to protect ourselves during this time. Whether you're driving, whether you're on the street walking, wherever you may be on the earth, in your own household. Like my brother was saying, and so I'm proud of the journey, Baba, and Doctor. I'm saying Baba because Baba means father, but I know you have been a force in this community. You've always loved our people immensely because of the teachings that you received from young about the messenger and of course the Nation of Islam, man. And again, your mother was definitely a force in my life. And helped me to be strong in my own way. And so I was so thankful to have met her and sit down and converse with her everywhere that we met her, even if it was at the mosque or whether it was over here. Well, because remember, the mosque was at the National Black Theater back in the day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So after 16th Street, of course, 116th. But I'm talking about back in the day when we was in the National Black Theater, and now they're renovating that place. So it's interesting. So, any last words? I really don't want any last words, but I don't want to keep you too long. I know you're a busy man. One thing I do want to ask, when Doc passed on and transitioned, it seemed to me that the lessons wasn't kept together and a lot of people started splitting off. Is there any way that we can start healing that again, brother? Healing those offshoots of Doc and offshoots of people who did study. And I come from the heart. I don't like the disunity. I like to see the love. And I think this a seminar or a conference like yours is supposed to bring that type of love back. Is there any way to bring back a lot of the old, brothers and sisters that left and probably dropped off in some form of fashion, even if it's private first, and then come and bring it into a big thing for everybody to benefit from?
Well, since I've been doing this,
yes, sir,
we've been doing that.
Yes,
and I do I do what I can to bring us back in unity, which we already know is one of the hardest things in the world to do, but.
Yes, sir.
I have, and we have,
yes,
a group. I mean, clearly, Grandmaster George Logan, Grandmaster, of course, Grandmaster Bill Grant. I mean, we
Tom
have
Curry and everybody. Tom Curry,
absolutely, Grandmaster Tom Curry.
I remember Tom when he had hair, so he had a big old ponytail back in the day.
That's right. We got Grandmaster Robert Cross, and who's constant with us. And I mean, so we're there. We've had Sijo Mutaka Beer. I mean,
he's out here in Georgia now. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so we've had a number, because the whole point is that this event is about unity. That's right.
I have his book.
Yes, sir.
I got his book.
Yes, sir.
Show love. I gotta show love. I can't wait till your book. I have Professor Dominique's compendium. I wait for your book. And Hassan Khalid said he had a book. I didn't even know he had a book. I did know, but I never got his book. So I'm gonna have to get his book too.
Yes.
I'm waiting for your book, sir.
Yes, sir.
You got a story to tell.
It's coming. Yes, sir.
You, Professor Bill, y'all got a story to tell, man.
Man, for sure. For sure. Man.
And if you need any help or guidance with any I got some editors around me. I got some great graphic artists. let me know. Don't pray. You got my number, sir. You could always call me. I
Yes,
wrote 5
sir.
books. I've written 5 books so far. So I'm
And
here.
that's beautiful.
You
Yeah,
know,
and it is something. It's just a matter of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I will give you a call so I can get your thoughts and
Yes,
your inspiration.
yes, it's time. I tell you the truth, it's time. You're going into
Yes,
your
sir.
60. You're in your 60s, going into your 70s. It's time, bro. Don't. I told Master Duncan to write his. I told Master Doc to write his. Y'all need to just let it out, man. And stop.
Come on. That's right.
We want to be able to read and pass it on from one generation to the next generation to the next generation and say, wow, these superheroes was doing, because we've been reading about Superman and Batman all our goddamn life. You don't need no damn Superman and Batman when you got Dr. Powell and Professor V.
That's right.
The messenger and the minister and everybody over there. You know, everybody contributed to the superhero-dom, you know, and the women that was in there. You know, I still talk to Sister Shahrazad, no matter how she feel. That's my superhero, because she was one of the first of the women to really, as an MGT, to put out her books.
Yes.
Stop playing with this, man.
Yes.
I still call her and make sure she all right.
That's
good.
So that's good.
I love you, man. Again, any last words about the whole the seminar and the conference, please, and we can get out of here.
Well, I mean, it's really just, listen, don't believe you know until you come on through. I'm telling you. I'll say it like this. This is the largest event, as Calvin mentioned.
Yes.
You know, it's the largest event, he said, in the Western Hemisphere. That's only because we just don't know on the other side.
Right. That's right.
But we have over 1,000 people coming. That's constant now. So, you know, your presence is so important. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there, and make sure you introduce yourself to me.
Don't be surprised if I show up, sir.
Come on now.
Don't be surprised. I'm going to check my schedule.
Come on now.
Because I'm going through some house things in my mother's house. I was going through some stuff, but I'm going to see if I can make it, because this is the 30th, man, and I haven't been to a seminar in a long time, man. Since
Let me tell you. You will make me feel so happy.
I will cry if I come over there, brother.
We gonna be crying, man. I just hope you get me before it gets started, so I won't be up there crying.
Yeah, I'll try to be in at least a day before and let you know. Big up to Chris. Chris says, I want to say that Chris Richards that commented was one of the little ones that didn't have the choice. My son, okay, big up to the little one. Okay, sorry. Oh, one of the young ones. Okay, this is Chris Richard Muhammad. He talking about another Chris that was up here. Okay, I see. Facts, Big Ray. Okay, you get okay. Yeah, I got you, Chris. I got you, Chief Professor. Thank you, sir. And what the Joy said, Captain Anthony J. Muhammad has a fond memory that he would like to share. That GM Doc taught his wife. Who they could call in. Let them call in if they want to share. The number is 718. I'll take at least one more call. 718-210-8853. That's 718-210-8853. If somebody wants to call in and share, call in right now, because I don't want to keep him. He might have a class going on. I know how this works, bro. I know how this works. So if you want to call in now. 718-210-8853, and I'll pick up the phone immediately. But before I do that, let me play this commercial and see if y'all gonna call in. All right, let me play this one more commercial right here, and then we'll go right into it. Hold on one second, family, and we're gonna talk about it. Here we go.
This is Grandmaster Abdul Azziz, formerly known as Grandmaster Anthony Muhammad. I wanted to make sure that I invite you again and let you know so many people are logging in, they're joining. Do not get left out. We have something for you, something for your wife, something for your children. We have it, and it's all going to be in Tinley Park at the Tinley Park Convention Center this year in Chicago. We have youth. We have babies that need childcare, but we're going to provide them with childcare. And then we have the 8 to 12-year-olds. They have a conference by themselves. We have the 13 and up. And listen, vending also. If you want to have an experience and make some money, you need to go to vending on www.thevsk Jiu-Jitsu, that's JIUJITSU.com.
JITSU.com. So come on in. We only have a limited number of spaces for you. So first come, first serve. All right, I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And it's not just about this, but we're going to definitely have it. I got masters coming up from all around the country and outside of the country. We have instructors and presenters that are going to be presenting the spiritual, the physical, and the mental. So it's all here. Come on, let's get it done.
Conference will be held at the Tinley Park Convention Center, 18451 Convention Center Drive, Tinley Park, Illinois. Register you and the entire family at the VSKJujitsu.com. Don't miss it.
Come back, family. Was that your brother's music?
Oh, no.
Background? Okay, I thought it was Chief Professor Chris music, but somebody is on the phone line. Let me see who's here. Who am I speaking with?
This is brother Anthony J. Muhammad.
Anthony J. Memphis. Assalamu alaikum, beloved.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's going on? What you wanted to share, family?
Assalamu alaikum, Dr. Abdul Azziz.
Wa alaikum salam, sir.
Man, I got inspired so much listening to this call today. I just had to call in. Real quick. I just wanted to thank you. You and I had a conversation the other day, and we were talking a little bit about the training and some other things. And I mentioned to you that I was trained, doing some training because of the condition that I have. And you gave me some tools. I just want to let you know that those tools that you gave me, my wife and I are practicing on them. As you know, I'm visually blind. Okay? So what happened was, when I told you that I'm working on my biceps, my triceps, and a few other techniques or what have you, strengthening techniques, and I talked to you about being engaged with somebody. You told me, brother, Dr. Mose told me that if you're able to touch somebody, they belong to you.
That's right. If I touch you, I got you.
I got you. That's
so
right.
I want you to know, I just wanted to thank you for that tool. My wife and I are working on that. She's even walking silently up to me so I can measure the sound of her distance from me.
Wow.
So I just want to thank you so much. And if you're never too old to learn,
right.
If you're able to move, if you're able to breathe, and you can defend, or you can defend yourself as needed.
Thank you.
I just wanted to thank you and say I love you and your wife, because these are God bless them to have a very successful national, international training convention in a few days.
Wow.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Love you too.
Assalamu alaikum, brother. Thank you.
Wa alaikum salam.
My goodness, that was beautiful. Hey, you remember Master Duncan used to train a guy in blind back in the day, and he won the knife throwing concert back in the day.
Oh, yes.
Master Mark, his name is Mark. I remember Mark. He used to throw the knife and won the knife throwing contest. But Master Duncan used to train this guy. So you can't stop learning. Cause sometimes they used to put us in the dark and fight. Y'all go ahead and play. We had to fight in the dark.
No, for real. Absolutely. Absolutely. I know when we were children,
Yes.
brother, he has passed. It was John C44, who was in school with me, but he was also in the dojo.
Yes.
Oh my God. We had where they turned the lights off and it was training. And he put a person in, he hit him with a sidekick and put his whole behind in the wall. Kicked him in the wall. It was hilarious, especially for us as children, but it's real.
It is real, man. And no matter if you impaired or handicapped or whatever, or challenged in any way, martial arts can help. I've seen it not only at Sanukas, I've seen it with Master Duncan. I've seen it with all of them, man. Improvised weapons. You got to learn how. Sometimes you got to get low and just take people off their feet and keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
Shout them out, because I remember being in a club and this guy tried to hit this girl with a Moet bottle after he smacked on her backside. And I'm on the stage watching all the things that are going on. And I moved so fast and spinned him around, took the bottle away and called security with a light and pushed him out of the way to the security. But that was, brother, the late Kevin was with us at that time.
Yes.
Muhammad,
yes.
That Temptations with us at that time when it happened. And he moved so quick through the audience and got to that person. But I already spent that guy out and took the bottle. He was going to hit this lady with a Moet bottle in her head because she reacted to him smacking her on her backside. Crazy in the nightclub.
Crazy.
Right there on Flatbush in church. Temptation.
Yes.
So I know what this in the dark, what you need to do and what you need to pay attention to when you're in them clubs. And y'all ladies that still go to them clubs, stay focused.
That's right.
Stay focused, please. Hey, look, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if y'all still going to these night spots nowadays, hey, although you got your phones, you got to learn how to use your phone as a weapon also if it comes to putting it up into their nose or in their throat.
That's right. That's right. No.
Improvised weaponry.
That's right.
So I know I've kept y'all long enough. Your chief professor said I'm working on a theme song for VSK. Good, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I know you're doing something. That's why I asked if that was your because I still have his cassette that I got from him years ago. A cassette. Now, some of y'all young folks don't know what a cassette is.
What it is, right?
I got a cassette deck right here. Y'all go ahead and play with me. I got a cassette deck. Man, no, I don't got an 8-track, but I got a cassette deck. Yo, this has been a love fest. Thank y'all both brothers for coming in.
Man, thank you. Thank you.
Man. And I'll let you know if I'm going to make it down there.
Come on now.
Sure everything is in alignment with my mom's and everything because she called me yesterday and told me some disturbing stuff, but I'm going to make sure she all right. That's all I can say. But, man, thank you very much. Brother Calvin, thank you, sir.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, sir.
And helping promote. If you don't mind, I'm going to take you off first. And keep
no problem.
Moving. All right. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yes. GM, thank you. Dr. Abdul Azziz, thank you, sir. Thank you for all you've offered the world and all that you gave to us, all of the lessons that you gave to us, not only on the dojo mat, but in the streets, at the job when I was working for X-Men Security. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes,
working
sir.
at Coney Island, working at Left Rack. Thank you. Working on movie sets. Thank you, bro. Thank you so much, man. So much love, man. And I
love you too. Love you too,
man. And even though I'm not active, I'm still active.
Well, you're active in my heart.
Yes, sir, brother. You know, we here, man. And
yes, sir.
You know, and I got to commend your brother, Chief Professor Chris, because when I told him about the situation with my mother a couple of months ago, he was ready to come and handle the business and help me out. But I don't want to never get any brothers and sisters or brothers in trouble when I got to deal with something. But once once to deal with squatters, it's a problem, and I got a problem with a squatter, and I don't like it. But he's not disrespectful to my mother, but once they got paperwork, it's hard to get them out. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to deal with it until that time. But I've spoken about it before, but it's been very important that I'm glad people like him and Jason X stepped up to the plate, and Professor Bill was even willing to come. But if somebody could call cops on my brothers, I didn't want it to happen unless it was happening to me first.
Yes, sir.
So I talked to him and dealt with him, and he's riding that paperwork that he got, and I understand. But I want to thank your brother definitely for when I called him, he returned my call or turned my text and said, yo, if you need me, and he said it, if you need me, you know what it is, brother. And this goes back 30, 40 years, almost 40 years. We know
yes.
That. So
yes.
It just goes to show you those old school brothers are real.
That's right.
Old school brothers are real. These new school, I don't know what's going on. But old school is the true school.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Defend and protect each other. And that's what it's all about for me, man. But thank you again, brother. And I didn't mean to hold you up for so long, brother. But
that's all right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Anytime you want to come
allowing me on.
Anytime you want to come on, promote. Anytime your wife want to come on. Anytime you have any children or sisters, they got something to promote. Anytime y'all want to promote something, I'm telling the family of the richest family, the Muhammad family that I've known for so many years.
Yes.
With that great grandmother that y'all had, man, believe me, she brought tears to my eyes numerous times. Y'all don't even know between me and her.
Yes.
But when I was going through marriage issues, she would talk to me. Your mother. A lot of y'all don't even know that. And that meant a lot.
Man, praise be to Allah.
A lot to me, brother.
All praise be to Allah.
And
love you,
man. I love y'all, man. Love y'all.
Love you too. Yes, sir.
Peace and blessings, man. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Take care, my brother. Take care.
You too.
All right. That's our brother. Please give him a well-deserved round of applause, man. Let me give him tears are running because family is real. Yeah. And when I was in the nation, they had my back, many times. So, you can't forget those type of things. Can't forget those type of people. Even when you're going through it, don't forget them. At least check on them. I know I check on Professor Bill when I'm in town. I'll text and find out what's going on for certain people, but don't forget them. Don't forget your teachers. Don't forget those people, man. Don't forget those people that has educated you and guided you in any way. I'm telling you, family. And I did a whole lesson in numerology here on my channel called Check on Your People. Check on your people. You don't know what we're going through. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know who's going through what's happening. Check on your people. Mental health is deep, especially amongst men and women. We got to check on our children, check on our families, check on all of them, extended families. And again, I want to thank GM for what he's done and what he showed us over the years, man. Being in his 60s and looking like he's 50 is crazy. And me being 58, still looking like I'm smiling with all my teeth at 40s, like I'm in my 40s. I'm loving it. So, I keep my smile on my face. I ain't got no veneers and all that stuff. This is my teeth. Y'all can stop playing. So it is what it is. And thank y'all very much again. Let me play their commercial again, and we'll be out of here in a few seconds. All right, family, I got still more things to promote. We'll be right back after this to get out of here and close out in the right way. Peace and love.
I want to thank Grandmaster and all the Grandmasters, male and female, that are here. And I want to thank you for demonstrating the greatness of your skill.
I'm saying, when I'm confronted by him, the question is, what do I see in him? First of all, I see if we're taught that when we look at another man or brother or sister, when we look at our alternate's heart, we got to see ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now the question is, what do you see? Do you see yourself, or do you see someone capable of destroying you?
You need to know how to defend the greatest gift that God has given to each of us, and that is the precious gift of life. But you got to put the time in. You got to discipline your body and your mind and take the pain that you must take in order to move to the next level of physical combat. Our example must be so compelling that people want to be what we are. Because what we are is what they are. I'm under orders to take care of this. I'm under orders to treat this right, because this is the real house of God. That's right. When you eat properly, think properly, and weigh properly, you are absolutely a beautiful human being.
It's the 30th Annual National Training Conference, July 24th through the 27th. Conference will be held at the Tinley Park Convention Center, 18451 Convention Center Drive, Tinley Park, Illinois. Register you and the entire family at the vskjujitsu.com. Don't miss it.
Make sure y'all go. Make sure y'all go. Make sure y'all go. www.thevskjujitsu.com. It's going to be a magnanimous event. 30 years. Him and his beautiful wife in the other picture there. All the great grandmasters, a few of the great grandmasters on the other picture there. It's going to be a powerful event, man. And I pray that I can make it. But put it out there. Like, hey, if I get out there, once I put it out there, you know how, when words start talking, it's still might happen that I make it out there to Chicago and get on the mat. I still have my gi that was ripped up by Wayne, Shion Wayne back in the day. I still got that gi. He ripped it apart, throwing me around. I'll never forget that. Ripped my gi apart. Oh, dear. Shion Wayne, the late, great Wayne Muhammad, man, was such a beautiful soul. And they should write something about him. They should write an article about him and his tenure in the martial arts. Somebody, one of his family members, but just want to remind everybody, please support one of my peoples, man, and Jejnas in this thing called numerology. The one, the only astronumerologist, Lloyd Strayhorn. Make sure you hit him up and support him and what he does. All my books are available on Amazon right now. You go to Linktree/King Simon the Numerovator. 5 of my books here. Numerovation for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple. Children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. I also shout out the Sanukas family in that book. No promotion is bad promotion. Don't forget, Lloyd Strayhorn will be in England, UK, August 23rd, with the great couple, Sister Vanessa and Brother Corey. Going to be a great event, so if you can make it out there, make sure I should be having them on my show sometimes this weekend. And please get all my ebooks. My ebooks are available. You got to text me if you want a copy of my ebooks. It gets sent directly to you, my spiritual lesson ebooks. You could also go to Udemy for my classes. You could take my numerovational classes also. And please sign up for my Patreon. That's King Simon Productions, Patreon, King Simon Productions. My next installment that's going up in a couple of days. Your name is your theme song. It is the instrument you are playing in the orchestra of life. A lot of people don't know that the name that you've been given by your mom or your dad, or the name that you chose as spiritual, whether it's Islamic or Hebrew or Ifa or Kemetic, has a mathematical meaning. And if you understand the mathematical nuances of your name, then you'll find the gift, talent, skills within the name, the expression, the personality of what you've chosen or what was given to you, and also the soul urge of the name that you have. Very important to recognize that, because mathematics is Islam and Islam is mathematics, and it stands true. And you could always prove it at no limit of time, according to the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad. So I do a thing called numerovation, motivating you with your numbers connected to your name and your birthday. That's what I do. I'm very good at it. Been doing it since '89, but finally wrote books about it because Lloyd Strayhorn encouraged me to do it. And that's what I've been doing. Big up to Abundance Child from out of Delaware and her husband John Carr. They got a great show. They train in Jiu-Jitsu over there in Delaware. Big up to them. WJVSradio.com. They part of the family. They just coming from the Jiu-Jitsu portion of it. And Professor V was definitely one of those brothers that you wouldn't mess with him on the street. That's for sure. I ran into him on the street. You would think he's some regular Asian dude. If you touch Professor V, your fingers will get broken, period. That's all I knew. That's all I remember. All right. Big up to my son. He has a recording studio in New York. Make sure you hit him up at Green Studio NYC. That's Green Studio NYC. Hit him up at the numbers you see here. That's my son, Prince Imagine. And please support the channel. PayPal, Zelle, Venmo, Chime, Cash App. Support the channel. You could always support even when we're on and when we're not on. You could also go to the link tree for all those links to all my books, to all those links to support. It's a beautiful thing when you support, because it's about reciprocation. And that's what it is. Those who want to book a session with me, I have a discount going on right now, 10-minute and 15-minute sessions, $50 off, 50% off, 50% off for the 10-minute and 50% off for the 15-minute. My 30-minute and my 60-minute sessions are still the same price. I had a discount for them last month, but this month, all the way till the 22nd, discount if you want to book a session with me, a consultation. I don't do readings. I do consultations to how you can use your numbers connected to your name and birthday to manipulate them to best serve you. That's what it's all about, because you're not the number. You're not the zodiac sign. Those things are just external apparatuses that reveal what you came to do in this realm. What you came to do in this realm through your numbers and through your zodiac sign. I am one that can help you with the numbers the best way I can. As long as you're open to it, it can help you. I show people like it's a GPS, and we like to push in the address to it in a GPS, and it triangulates what's going on in your life, and then it takes you to where you got to go. That's what numerovation does, or numerology, the study of numbers in a mathematical way. Again, mathematics is life, and life is mathematics. Learn how to use it and secure some benefits for yourself while you're still living. Luxury, money, good homes, friendship in all walks of life. That's what mathematics helps us to do here in this realm. All right, so understand it. Use it for your benefit, family. And anything else that I have to share? Not really. Okay, that's it. That was it. I want to thank some of my sponsors. I want to thank of people like Color Curiosity. Her link tree, go to that, Color Curiosity 222. I want to thank Miss Williams, Nia Williams. Big up to her links. Make sure you take a snapshot of that links and get her links and whatever she's doing as far as her investment team. Big up to Sister Peace. She has an off-grid naturefoodstore.com. Big up to my son again, Green Studio NYC. Big up to Dr. Shakira Moore. She does iridology. She has a new book about to come out. She's very helpful in helping you to pinpoint. As a matter of fact, her grandmother wrote for the final call back in the day. Her grandmother was Sister Dora Muhammad, who used to write for the final call. Make sure you support Dr. Shakira Moore. I think she needs to be in the final call and write for the final call also. And last but not least, big up to Adara Moselle. She is a tantric healer, energy healer. She helps to remove negative energy. She also shows people how to do it through her classes and all that. Very good massage therapist in the Atlanta, Georgia metro area. And we're all out here doing what we got to do. All right. So on that note, family, I want to thank everybody that called in, especially the elder that called in the last one and the sister that called in about joining the martial arts at the age that she is at 52. I'm still training martial arts at 58, about to be 60 in 2 years. Still training martial arts. I'm beating up on trees, but I do give the tree a hug and ask it if I can beat up on it first. And I got a tire hanging on it. I got an old rusty rubber tire on it. I got it marked off with 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm doing all my strikes and keeping my body toned up. And we had to do like 100 to 200 kicks, sometimes 500 kicks on each legs, 500 punches on each leg, 500 sit-ups or 1,000 crunches or whatever. We had to do it back in the day constantly. So big up to that training, man. Thank you all. Again, thanks to GM Anthony Muhammad. Let's show the website one more time. Let's play the commercial one more time before I get out of here and close out officially. Let me do it one more time.
This is Grandmaster Abdul Azziz, formerly known as Grandmaster Anthony Muhammad. I wanted to make sure that I invited you again and let you know so many people are logging in, they're joining. Do not get left out. We have something for you, something for your wife, something for your children. We have it, and it's all going to be in Tinley Park at the Tinley Park Convention Center this year in Chicago. We have youth. We have babies that need childcare, but we're going to provide them with childcare. And then we have the 8 to 12-year-olds. They have a conference by themselves. We have the 13 and up. And listen, vending also. If you want to have an experience and make some money, you need to go to vending on www.the, that's THEVSK, Jiu-Jitsu, that's JIUJITSU.com. So come on in. We only have a limited number of spaces for you. So first come, first serve. All right, I'm just excited. I'm looking forward to seeing you. And it's not just about this, but we're going to definitely have it. I got masters coming up from all around the country and outside of the country. We have instructors and presenters that are going to be presenting the spiritual, the physical, and the mental. So it's all here. Come on, let's get it done.
Conference will be held at the Tinley Park Convention Center, 18451 Convention Center Drive, Tinley Park, Illinois. Register you and the entire family at the vskjujitsu.com. Don't miss it.
Yes, thank you, Michelle. Thank you, Michelle, for your donation. Michelle Richard Muhammad, big up to her, man, her and her beautiful family. She's so beautiful. Michelle has always been a beautiful sister to me. And love your smile as usual. And big up to Brother Shabazz in the building. Y'all remember Brother Shabazz? He used to be a partner, a good friend of Dr. Aziz for many years, over 40 years, 40 plus years. Thank you, Sister Forrester, man, for that love also. Thank you very much. Chris, thank you very much. Thank everybody that came on. Chief Professor, thank you. Always love you, man. Love you too, sir. Thank you very much for showing love. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, I still got a boom box. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you very much again, Sister Michelle, man, for showing all that love, man. Brother John was the absolute truth. Yes, 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 yes. And I can't wait to hear that music that you got coming out, Brother Chris. Thank you. All right, family. I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh and talk some knowledge, the kind of knowledge you will not find in college. So it's time for you to all use it. Have a great day, family. Be safe, be great. Remember, go on over to the vskjujitsu.com. Call the office at 773-769-7017. That's 773-769-7017. Yes, I can sing too. Yes, I'm very good at singing. I went to number 5 on the chart back in the day. So it is what it is. Yes, I'm a singer and still a writer. Thank you very much, family. And let me close out by saying these 2 prayers. Let me close out by saying these 2 prayers right here. Dr. B says, I forgive myself, my family, and others for imperfection, and I am thankful for my life. And Dr. Blair from Chicago used to say, please, Universal Creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. And in the spirit of the brothers and sisters from the Nation of Islam, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin ar-rahmanir rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladina an'amta alayhim. Ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Ameen. As I greet you all in peace and paradise, assalamu alaikum. And thank you all for showing love and showing us and giving us Dr. Azziz Muhammad. Big up to the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Big up to the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and all of the staff and the members and all of the brothers and sisters that are part of the nation up to this day. All right? I mean, love, take care, peace out. All right? Hey, this is King Simon. Remember, make sure you go to my website, KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com or Linktree at King Simon the Numeral Beta. Get all 4 of my books, and of course, that's the Numeral Beta for Mental Stability. Numbers are simple, people are complicated. Numbers are simple, children's health is important, and no promotion is bad promotion. Just spell my name right. Make sure you get them now on all my links. That's KingSimonProductions.wordpress.com. Go now.
Push again. 1, 2. Lock. Yeah. Thank you. And defense against grabs, wrist lock, arm bar takedown, locking the man's up, EQ, loose neck, neck throw. Don't try this at home, right? Arm lock again, arm bar, takedown, controlling factor, reverse, neck throw. Grab, shocking the man, breaking, locking up, control. For taller man, it's a different approach.
I want to thank Grandmaster and all the Grandmasters, male and female, that are here. And I want to thank you for demonstrating the greatness of your skill.
You know what I'm saying? When I'm confronted by him, the question is, what do I see in him? First of all, I see, if we're taught that when we look at another man or brother or sister, when we look at our alternate's heart, we've got to see ourselves. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now the question is, what do you see? Do you see yourself, or do you see someone capable of destroying you?